Welcome to Gabe's Gabe. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Marty.
Before we get started, let's thank our sponsor, RPGhiring.com.
If you're interested in a new career in Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, or Tennessee, RPGhiring.com is offering opportunities of six-figure income. If you're really interested, or if you know someone's interested in a new career, give them a call, check them out, look them up, RPGhiring.com. Also, our new sponsor, it ain't new no more. We've actually had them for a while. Comic Shield. If you're looking for a new way of shipping your comics, whether it's graded or if it's raw books, Comic Shield is the way to go. We think that they're great boxes, great people that run the company.
Give you the confidence that you need to ship stuff and know that it's going to get there safely.
Absolutely. And you can't bend them. It's hard to bend them. Mm-hmm. I mean, so with our mail service today, I mean, you need a tank to ship your comics in. Otherwise, you're taking a chance.
You've got a pre-built tank. You don't have to take all the guesswork out of it.
There you go. So what we're going to talk about today, Brandon?
We're going to go ahead and get started with the giveaway. I know you're excited about it. So this week, we're giving away Robert Harris.
Robert Harris. There were some awesome cards.
Congratulations, winners.
Congratulations.
If you want to win in the future, all you need to do is like, subscribe, comment, go to the description, click the link in the description, fill out the form. So if you win, we can ship the cards directly to you and not have to track you down.
Absolutely. Anyway, no catch. Check us out. Follow us on all of our social media platforms. We're always doing something, going places, doing things, and it's really great. Really great.
Do you want to get into the episode now?
Let's get in the episode.
This week we have a new segment called Graded Goodies. These are books that are graded, and we think they're goodies.
So we're going back to the basics of the channel when we started, talking more about comics, different things that are coming out. So let's talk about this graded goodies.
Giant Size X-Men, number 1. If you're a comic collector, this book needs no introduction. For those who are not as familiar, this is one of the biggest X-Men books you can buy besides X-Men 1. I would probably argue this is probably the second biggest X-Men book you could buy.
Yeah, absolutely.
That it's an actual X-Men title.
Yes.
You don't count Hulk 181. Well, it's first Wolverine. It's not an X-Men title. This is the next biggest X-Men title.
And why is it?
It's the introduction of a new team.
Yep.
And you've got lots of first appearances in it.
Lots of first appearances.
You got Colossus.
You do. You got Nightcrawler.
You got Thunderbird.
Yep. And you got a Storm in here too, I think.
Storm.
Yeah.
I believe this is the second appearance of Wolverine, even. Second or third, I can't remember off the top of my head. But this is an iconic book. Amazing cover. For the time.
Hard to get a 9 or above in this book.
Obviously, a 9.4 is
pretty solid.
Significant.
Yeah. The Giant Size X-Men is definitely one of the books to have if you're a collector.
And if you're a collector, you already know about this book. 9.4 is, like I said, is significant. It's there's still time to get this book. There's still time because Marvel has the rights to X-Men now. None of these characters have appeared in any movies or shows yet. But when they do, this book is just going to keep going up.
Going out in the wilderness, what we call it, when we were going out flea marketing and garage selling and things like that, coming across Golden Age books are really rare now. It's really hard to find Golden Age comic books out in the wild. But this age books, the bronze and the late silver age, you can still find them. We've actually found one in the raw before.
And that was last year that you found a raw copy out in the wild.
Out in the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. It ended up coming back. I don't remember if it was a 7.5 or
something like
that.
Found it at a flea market.
Yeah, it's really a good find, and like I said, you see them. They may be, because it's a white cover. It's going to be hard to find one in really, really pristine shape, but you can still find them. And if you're an X-Men, if you like X-Men, this is definitely on the top 2 that you want.
Like I said, it's not too late. I know they're expensive, but it's not too late. Once they hit a Marvel movie or show, it's going to skyrocket. Much like Hulk 181 with the announcement of Wolverine.
Oh yeah,
it's gone nuts. Hulk 181 is becoming unreachable.
Right.
And it already was for a lot of people.
And we're talking about low grades.
Yeah.
4.5, 4.0. Hulk 181 is just almost out of sight now.
Yeah.
We know X-Men is coming. And Brandon has been on me for 5 years now, saying buy all the X-Men you can, buy all the X-Men you can.
I told everybody.
Yeah. He's telling everybody. And the funny thing about it is this, X-Men books, every single X-Men book has so much going on. Every single one of them. It's like they intentionally on the covers. Rarely do you see one character on a cover. Every book got 10, 15 characters.
Yeah.
And it's like crazy because you don't know what's going on.
It's a big team book. The Uncanny X-Men run with Chris Claremont is just iconic. There's so many good storylines, so many first appearances, so many memorable characters. They've been books to get for a long time, but even some of the low tier characters, like what I would consider Dazzler, a low tier character.
Yeah.
Even her book's crazy.
So I'm glad I have one.
I'm glad you have one. I think you have 2.
I do. I think I got
2 to 3.
Yeah. Hopefully you all are entertained with this book here. We're going to talk more about graded goodies. What we're going to do about once a month, we're going to have graded goodies. We're going to talk about different graded books that we feel like that have a lot of room to grow, because this book right here has still a lot of room to grow.
Yes. Hope you enjoyed it. Graded goodies. We're going to go ahead and do our next spotlight, which is the great Shane McCormick.
Shane McCormick.
Hey everyone, we're here today with Shane McCormick, all the way from Ireland. This is our, second, third, fourth, fifth, I don't know how many times we've done this interview, but we're going to do it a little bit different. Shane, how are you today?
I'm very good. Good. How are you?
I am awesome. I'm glad you're here with us again, and I'm glad that you continue to work on our sets. Awesome work, and I'm always glad to talk to you. It's always good.
Cool. Yeah, I love working on the sets. Mainly because you just, there's no kind of parameters. There's no, it's just free for all. Yeah. Draw what you like. And also very importantly, which I think a lot of companies do well to remember, your card stock is really nice to draw on. So that's a big plus, because some sets, you get, and the card stock is like, cereal boxes. It's awful.
I'm glad. I'm glad you say that, because I was so worried about it when we first started, but it turned out to be really good. So, we'll jump right into it here. So, what have you been working on lately? Before you answer that, since we have done this interview several times, if you're looking to listen to him talk on some of the other questions and answer other questions about other stuff, make sure you go back and check our other videos. I'll try to link them here somewhere. But we're just gonna just talk a little bit here. So what have you been working on lately?
Lately, obviously I finished series 4 for you guys. So they're in the bag and winging their way to you. And they turned out really nice. I won't say what they are, but I kind of went with one team, and I think they turned out really nice. And again, it's just something a little bit kind of creatively different for me. just how I approached the set and just the team I picked and how I portrayed them. So I really hope people liked them. I really enjoyed doing them. And once I got into it, then I probably could have done another 10, easily 10, 15 cards, easily. So that was good.
Them.
Yeah,
that's the show. One of the shows I grew up watching, so I definitely do like them. Yeah, so I'm gonna we'll leave it at that. On the
and you can understand why I could have done another 10 or 15 if you know the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that was cool. And then recently I got there's a company called Printed in Blood, and every kind of year, maybe every 2 years, they usually produce an art book, and it's dedicated to a film or a genre. So I've got pieces in the past. They've done a book on Ghostbusters. I got a piece in, and Firefly. I got a piece in. They did an Aliens book. I didn't get into that, unfortunately, and I produced one of my best pieces, I think. But that's the look. But they recently produced a book on John Carpenter's Halloween. So I got a really nice piece in that. I kind of what I went for. It's a portrait of Michael Myers, Dr. Loomis, and don't tell me. What's her name? Oh my God, isn't that awful? Jamie Lee Curtis. But anyway, Jamie Lee Curtis. So I done it as, because it was obviously set in the 70s. I did the illustration as a kind of something that you might see in a magazine in the 1970s, that kind of style,
cool. That's
so
cool.
and it's fairly minimalist, and there's no text or anything. It's just three portraits of them, and with kind of leaves and stuff around.
I love that. So I love that minimalist style. Just very simple, easy. I love that.
Yeah,
really cool.
And I just wanted to invoke the period,
So what is your dream art job? Like, what would you what would be the best?
I think for me, and it probably will never happen. I don't know why, but for me, I would love to get a Criterion cover, to be given a Criterion. Because they're just, I collect Criterion discs myself, and I starting to recognize a lot of the art. Some of the discs I collect just purely because of it's the same artist. There's a great artist called Greg Root, and he mainly deals in pencil portraits, but like absolutely beautiful. You should check out his work. Absolutely beautiful, moody pencil artwork, and he's done like a few. He's done a few Criterions, and he's got The Limey coming out soon, which is a great film, and he did the cover for that. And again, it's just a pencil drawing, but to get a Criterion cover and maybe be given a classic movie, maybe 40s or 50s, I would love that. That would be my dream. And I don't know how you'd break into it. I just don't know whether you just email them. Maybe I emailed the art director some of my work. I don't know. But that would be so exciting.
It would never hurt to email them anyways.
Probably, yeah.
What are they going to say? Like, no? Okay. Just keep doing what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
And do it again in 5 years.
Exactly. Yeah. Put on a moustache. It's me again.
Yeah. It's just... So what's your favorite character to draw? Wait, I'm going to answer this for you. It's Wonder Woman.
Well, she would be up there. Yeah, I do like drawing more. Probably I don't draw her enough. And I like the new Wonder Woman as well. Gal Gadot or Gal Gadot.
Go over these cards here.
Yeah.
Just kind of what inspired you for the set here.
Yeah, so with this set, again, I just was looking at subject matters maybe that I hadn't drawn before, or, just pieces that I always try to do, pieces that I know I've maybe done them before and I'm really comfortable drawing them. So it's almost like, okay, I'm going to try and draw it again, kind of rack it up a level, because like I've done, I think I might have done one in the past for you guys, the Heath Ledger Joker, where it's just his face. Yeah. Now, I've drawn him about 3-4 times, and every single time it just gets better and better and better because I'm just learning each time, And I think the last one I've done was probably one of the best ones I've done. It was just lovely. And when I compare it to the original, I'm like, oh my God. So that's why with these, like I might have drawn like the Gladriel, the Kate Blanchett. I've drawn her for the official set, and I really enjoyed drawing her because it's so mysterious, and the colouring, and you just got her eyes, staring straight at you, and they're just bright blue. So I said, right, I'm going to try and draw her again. She was lovely to draw. And then the Frankenstein one I've done, the Frankenstein's monster I've done before, and that's a lovely one to do because I do it all in pen and ink first with a little bit of shading, and then I go in and hit it with all the Copic and just really get that 3D look to it, you know. Ashoka, I really love drawing, a lot of her, and I just love drawing her. And there's just a lot going on, and just getting that kind of, you know, the dual lightsaber.
Such a good character too.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, and I've done some of Rosario Dawson. Yeah, I've done some before, and they came out really lovely, you know. And again, it's a different type of Ashoka, you know. So I love drawing her. Jessica Rabbit, love drawing her. Love that movie. One of my favorite movies. I went to see that in the cinema the year it came out. You probably weren't even born.
Probably not. I don't know.
Yeah, 1988, 87, 88.
No, that wasn't.
Yeah, oh my God, so I'm old. But I went to see it on the first day in the cinema, and I swear to God, it was the best screening ever because people were just roaring, laughing non-stop. And it was just fantastic. It was just brilliant. So I've always loved that movie. What else have I got there?
Well, you've got Snape here. Really good.
Yeah,
really good
Snape. Yeah, Snape I've done a lot of as well. I've done a lot of Harry Potter because, again, I would have had collectors who were interested. So over the years, I've drawn tons of Harry Potter, tons of Snapes. So he's always really nice to draw.
Got a Little Mermaid here.
Yeah, Little Mermaid's nice. And again, it's a little bit different. And same with the Sleeping Beauty. They're a little bit different. You know, they're kind of more, I'm trying to capture kind of how they looked in the movie. Maybe not so with the Little Mermaid. She's a little bit more 3D rounded. But Sleeping Beauty is one of my favorite animations, purely because of just the craftsmanship behind it. It's not that I consider myself a princess. It's just I love the craftsmanship. I used to work in animation. I told you that before. Excuse me. I worked for Don Bluth Studios. Did I tell you that before?
I don't know.
Yeah, I worked years ago. I worked about 14 years in animation. So I would have worked in Dublin in Don Bluth Studios. And we worked on like All Dogs Go to Heaven,
really?
Troll in
That's
Central
cool.
Park, Thumbelina. And I started off as a cell painter. Back then, literally the drawings were transferred to cells, and you know, all that obviously is now colored in a computer.
Sure.
But I was cell painter for many years. Fantastic job.
I collect cells from Star Wars.
Oh, really? From the
original 2003 Clone Wars series.
Brilliant. Excellent.
Yeah, I've got some sitting right over here, and then I've got they're not here actually right now, but I have you know, they start off with the drawing on paper, and then they transfer to cells or whatever.
Yeah.
I've got both. I think they're really cool.
Excellent. Yeah, they're so cool. And when you think about it, that's the actual cell that you have appeared on film in the show, you know, and that's what I love about it. But yeah, what was I getting back to? Yeah, so Sleeping Beauty was basically the last film that was hand inked and painted by cells, and it's like they just threw everything into it. Like if you ever see a cell from a Sleeping Beauty, it's got so many different inks and color separations, and it's just a work of art. It's absolutely amazing. And then the film didn't do well, so after that, then they came up with the Xerox process, and that's how they were able to do 100 mile down, because to hand ink 100 mile Dalmatians with all the dots, like, you know, forget it. But the fact that they could just Xerox them, suddenly they were like, oh, we can do this now, you know. And even the drawings could be a little less, you know, cleaned up, because if you look at the animation, it's very scratchy and some lines don't even meet, you know. But again, they could do that because it was just being Xeroxed, it wasn't being hand inked, you know. But that's why I just love Sleeping Beauty. It's just for the craftsmanship. So I love drawing that one, and again, it's just lovely atmosphere about it, and the colors, and you know, it's just fantastic. Yeah, so I always try and draw something from that.
And last two we have got the Jack Nicholson Joker, and I don't know who this one is here. Who's the furry man? Yeah,
that's Gary Oldman from Dracula. Francis Ford Coppola's
all right.
Dracula, yeah, and it's the bit when he turns into kind of like the full wolf, and I think he's in the garden, and he's kind of crouched over, and I think Winona Ryder then runs, and she kind of sees him, and then he just sits up and looks at her, and he's got all the blood dripping. But I love that film again. Just absolutely love it. And it's actually going to be on they're showing it in a cinema here in Dublin for Halloween. So I'm definitely going to go see that. It's such a kind of bonkers film. And again, a lot of the effects in it were all in camera effects. So not so much, he used a lot of kind of silent movie kind of tricks and,
practical.
Practical effects. So I just love that kind of craftsmanship behind it and just the old school, and it's just such a great film. And Gary Oldman's brilliant in it. So I hadn't really drawn anything. I might have him before as the Count with the big hair. But I just thought that was a lovely image to draw with all the end, and
sure. Lots of good texture and detail in there as well. And hair and
exactly. Yeah, which is what I was saying to you earlier. When you see an image like that, there's a lot going on, with all the different textures, and you can just really get your teeth in it. No pun intended. So I love doing that.
Yeah, very very good. Very good one there. I didn't even know who it was, but I knew it was awesome. I mean, like I said, just the blood and the the different colors in the teeth, and then you got the eyes and all the wrinkles in the skin and all the hair. It's great.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then you got Jack Nicholson here as the Joker.
Good old Jack.
Classic. Yeah. I guess your two classics here.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep. Man, awesome set. And do you have any other future projects? Briefly, any future projects you're working on that people can look forward to?
No, not really. No, I've kind of if anybody's interested, all is always available for commissions. If anybody want to reach out, I'm always happy to kind of discuss commissions. I love doing commissions. But no, I've not major on the go. Like I say, I've got a couple more sketchographs to do. But as far as sets, no, nothing. So I'll have to kind of maybe make an extra effort to get out there and see what sets are around, and see what I can do. Because
shoot them an email.
Really nice. Yeah. And there's some sets passing me by that I kind of would be right up my alley. I kind of I looked and kind of said, God, there was a sci-fi kind of set out, kind of like a pin-up sci-fi set, but I can't remember from who. But that looked really good.
Stuff like that. I think if it's not working for like the big three or whatever, I think you definitely should shoot an email out to them just to. It may be fun like us. I'm just.
Yeah, and usually they're not like they're not demanding 50 cards. That's what I love. I love getting on a set where it's you're given kind of creative freedom and your baby ass, like yourselves, you're asked to do 10, 15 cards, and it's just lovely. It's just really nice to work on, Sure. And as I say, I always try and sit down and kind of. This year I really sat down and said, right, I want to consider it like a set, and what can I do creatively differently? And I'm pretty pleased the way they turned out, and I will I'll obviously be having horns to sell from them, so there I have some really nice stuff planned for them. So but other than that, nothing planned. Just
and that was one of the things I was going to say. Were you open for commissions? But you answered that for me. So if anybody out there is looking for any commissions from the lovely Shane McCormick or Harry Lime,
yes, that's me. If anybody's interested, I have my website is mrharrylime.com, and you can see a lot of my work up there, and you can contact me through there as well if you want to see. So you can see some past commissions, and you can contact me there as well.
We'll definitely have all of your. We'll have all of your socials, Instagram, Facebook,
brilliant.
And your website. People, for artists that do have websites that actually check them and stuff, I do put that down below as well, and that'll be in the description. That's right below the giveaway form there, so you'll be right in the description for anybody that is wanting to reach out and get a commission, because we like to support our artists, and we hope that everyone watching does too.
Brilliant. And I must also thank you guys for the banner you sent me. Fantastic.
We definitely like to help you guys out as much as possible, because at the end of the day, art and comics and artists and it's who we are, and that's what we love. So it's like help you, help us, help everyone,
it's
and plus we just give all this stuff away for free. So that's about it for the interview today. I just want to say thank you for being a part of our Gabe's Cave, the channel, everything, season 3 and season 4, which you guys haven't seen yet. And just, again, thank you for doing everything and being part of it.
My pleasure. I'm looking forward to season 5 already. Or series 5 already.
Series 5, season 5, whatever it is.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that already. Yeah, keep it going.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We're here, you know, giving away free art.
Yeah.
So
brilliant.
All right. Thank you, and have a good day.
You too. Thanks a lot.
But I hope you enjoyed that spotlight. Any last words?
We have Ryan Hurst coming in on November the 5th.
Remember the 5th of November.
Yeah, Sons of Anarchy star. The Walking Dead. He played Bait on The Walking Dead. I know he's the voice of Thor in the God Thunder anime series. And, you know, he just got through filming a movie with Mel Gibson. But he's coming in. We also have Scott Enos coming in on December the 2nd. Really excited about him. Scooby-Doo.
Zoinks.
And Scrappy and Shaggy during the, I believe it was the 90s is when he was in there as Scooby-Doo.
Mm-hmm.
So really excited about having him here in the Mystery Machine. So if you're anywhere around on December 2nd, that's Friday, not a Saturday this time. It's Friday, December 2nd. I think he's going to be here from 3 to 6 signing, just like Ryan Hurst is going to be on November the 5th. I believe he's going to be here from 3 to 6 signing also. So if you're in town, come around, show up. Man, if you're not in town, you want to come anyway, come on. We're going to have a great time. If it's your first time to come to our shop, I'll tell you what, we'll make sure you have a great time. We've had people drive from all over the country to come to this shop already. It's really cool, and we just love it, and hopefully we'll still continue to be an iconic store in the industry.
And throw us a message and let us know you're coming. If you're traveling and you're coming to see us, let us know. We'll do something special for you.
Absolutely. Well, Brandon, what do we need to do now? Just thank our sponsors again. Is that it?
Thank our sponsors, RPGhiring.com and Comic Shield, comic-shield.com.
If you're interested in a new career and you live in Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, or Tennessee, RPGhiring.com is the place to apply.